Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is super exciting because I'm going to be showing you guys how to get this e-girl makeup look. I haven't done a makeup tutorial. I haven't done a makeup tutorial in a hot second, so I'm excited to bring you guys some makeup content. But before we get to all that, I'm gonna need you to hit that subscribe button. Red button says subscribe. I'm gonna need you to hit it. We have a lot of fun here on my channel doing makeup, food, fashion, thrifting, anything you could ever want. And if you enjoyed this particular video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Both of those things would really help me out and I would really appreciate it. So let's get on with this easy e-girl makeup tutorial. Okay, so first you want to start off with your base. Do your base however you want to. Foundation, just concealer, nothing at all, whatever you are comfortable with. The base is sort of just whatever you want it to be. I personally use the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, the NARS Matte Concealer, and Coty Airspun Powder. And so make sure you set whatever you did and let's move on to the good stuff. Okay, so first step is bronzer, and you want to use a bronzer that's not too terribly darker than your skin tone. Bronzer isn't a huge part of e-girl makeup, so this is literally just to sculpt your face out a little bit, so you don't want it to be too drastic. I'm using an Hourglass bronzer in the shade Diffused Bronze Light, maybe? And I'm just going to put that on my high cheekbones, contour my forehead a little bit, and my jawline. Again, you want to go in with a fairly light hand because this is not a huge part of the makeup look. It's just literally to sculpt your face out a little bit because e-girl makeup is much more about the blush than the bronzer. Okay, so that's step one. Done with that. Step two is probably the most important step of the entire e-girl makeup routine, and that is blush. So e-girl makeup is very, I mean, you can take it in whatever direction that you want, but I tend to do it in a very monotone way. So I'm gonna go for kind of orangey red vibes for my e-girl makeup look, and this is the best blush to use for that situation. It is the Patrick Ta Double Take Cream and Powder Blush in shade Do We Know Her? Okay, so get your blush out, get your blush brush ready, and get ready to just pack it on. So where you're gonna put it is kind of more toward your eye and upper cheekbone more than like the apples of your cheeks. It kind of gives you this like sickly look, which is kind of the e-girl vibe. And don't be shy, like use a lot. See, that's a lot of blush. I literally haven't been contacted by anyone all day, and of course when I sit down to film this video, my phone starts blowing up. Okay, and then another important thing to add is your little nose blush on the tip of your little nosy nose. Some people like to put it under like this. I kind of just like to focus it on the very tip of my nose. I think it just looks cute. And then that is it for the blush. Okay, next part is kind of a personal preference, whether or not you like highlight. I always like to add a little bit just to brighten up my face because it's kind of matte currently. My like go-to highlighter is Fenty Beauty Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. So just like a dusting. And then I put some on my temples as well. That's not my temple, that's my forehead. I wouldn't do like a crazy highlight because it's again more focused on blush, but you know, a little highlight never hurt no one. And then I also do my little nose highlight. Okay, and then after I'm done with like my face, I always like to do a little setting spray just so nothing moves while I'm doing my eyes and brows and stuff. Okay, so now it's time for the eyes. You can prime them if you want. I primed mine with a little MAC paint pot, but if you don't like eye primer, don't do it, honey. So the eye makeup like couldn't be any simpler. It's literally one color smudged all over your lid. I like to mix this red with this orange because again, I'm going for those like orangey red vibes. So I like to mix these two together. You can use like a less bold color. You can use a pink if you're going for a pink vibe. You can use any color you really want. But the key here is to get a fluffy blender brush. Mine is dirty, we're gonna ignore it. But just a big fluffy blender brush and coat that sucker. And literally you're just gonna smear it all over your eyelid. And you don't want it to be so pigmented. That's why we're using a fluffy brush, not a compact brush. You kind of just want it to be a wash of color, not necessarily like packed with pigment. See what I mean? And then you're gonna take literally the same brush with the same colors and just go underneath as well. And that is literally it for the eyeshadow, guys. It is so easy. Okay, next step is another vital process in this process. Vital step in this process. And it is the winged eyeliner. I have like hella hooded eyes, so winged eyeliner honestly doesn't like look the best on me, but you know I'll be doing it anyways. So just use whatever wing eyeliner technique works best for you and your eye shape. You want to make it thick. You don't want this to be like a little wimpy wing. You want it to be a big boy. Okay, so there is one side. Let's see if we can make the other one even. Okay, so now I'm gonna apply mascara with my favorite Gucci mascara. If you wanna like give the look a little more pop, I would recommend doing some lashes, but make sure they're like spiky lashes. I'll like pop up a picture of some right here. Very much so like not clumpy, but like clustered lashes as opposed to like ones that are winged out. I think the clustered lashes are much more of the e-girl style. But since this is an easy e-girl makeup look, I'm just gonna use mascara. Okay, so now I'm gonna go off camera and do my brows. Just do your brows however your little heart desires, honestly. I'm just gonna do mine in my normal everyday way. So do with that what you will. Okay, so there's one more thing I wanna do before we move on to lips, and that is the classic e-girl hearts under the eyes. I think the best way to do this is to draw two just like dots with your black eyeliner to make sure they're lined up before going in and drawing the hearts. So let's do that first. Okay, so that's where my little hearts are gonna go. Just take your time. Make sure you have ample amount of time to do this, and just relax. Just take a deep breath and freehand those little hearts. Or I know they sell little stamps too. If you're bad at freehanding, that may be the way to go. There are my little hearts, super cute. I feel like that's staple e-girl, you know what I mean? Okay, last but not least is lips. So the key to the e-girl lips is to overline, but only in certain places. You want to overline in the middle and in the middle. So use your real lip line to overline, and then, is that making any sense? Overline in the middle of your bottom lip and the middle of your top lip, but use your natural line on the sides to give it that like plumpy look, if you will. See, I'm overlining there, but then I'm gonna scoop it back up to my natural lip line. And then also, you want to almost just diminish your Cupid's bow to a straight line almost. Prominent Cupid's bows aren't very like e-girl So, I mean, I have a pretty prominent one, so I try to like overline it into a line, if that makes sense. See how it kind of like changed my lip shape? And then use a lighter color in the center to make it plumpy looking. And that's it for the lips. I used Kylie Lip Kit in shade Kylie to get this lip, the velvet kind. Alright guys, so this is the final e-girl makeup look. I love it. To me, it's very similar to Igari makeup, which is Japanese makeup that is that like sickly kind of hungover look vibe. And I think the e-girl makeup has a lot of influence from that, with like the blush and the red eyes sort of thing. I just think it's really cute. It's really trendy right now. It's very impactful without being too difficult to do. So I'm just a big fan all around. I feel like I need a bucket hat though, BRB. Okay, yes, now the look is definitely complete. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I haven't done a makeup tutorial in a hot second, so I'm glad that I finally got to do one. And I hope it was helpful and like easy to follow and you enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button and that thumbs up button. Again, both of those things would really help me out and I would really appreciate it. So I love you guys, and there may or may not be a big giveaway coming up at 500 subscribers. So just stay tuned for that and make sure to hit that subscribe button. So stay on fleek, friends. Bye.